close, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, longtime foes square off in the NFC East, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
Brandon Aubrey
set
to
for
kick
football
off for
now
the Cowboys.
at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Washington takes
So
over
here are the
first and
Commanders
10
making their way out.
at their own 26-yard
and they will be
line.
let out by their second-year quarterback.
And let's go ahead and keep this one simple. He had one of the most impressive rookie seasons in NFL history. A true dual-threat quarterback. He can beat you a variety of ways. Took his team to the conference championship last season, trying to take them to the Super Bowl in year 2.
Throwing right away is Daniels. And he will go down. Cowboys side. Jadeveon Clowney able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
So a tough early challenge here, second and long after the sack. Now Daniels. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here's Daniels. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And he's coming off of an injury-shortened season where he only played in 8 games, but he's hoping to get back to an all-pro level that he played at a year before. Now, with new weapons in town, he and his team believe they can go deep in the playoffs and have a major impact.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The first carry now. This is Williams. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 35.
It's a gain of 35. That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Not only an explosive play, but an explosive run. I mean, broken tackles along the way to pick up that yardage.
The way things kept churning for him, feet were moving, the legs were driving. Looks like someone who spent his offseason working on hill work, running through sand, all the things that you want to build up those leg muscles.
And he's got this down to the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
That's another Cowboys.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target. I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
They're going option play on third down. And not much running down to the 32. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to...
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Mikey Sanderstill.
A well-designed quarter blitz that gets
brings
him
up
for
fourth
a
down.
loss of 8 yards.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here.
57-yard
They'll
attempt.
spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Commander's going to retake the field for drive number 2. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly. The ball carrier.
That too.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
Daniels pass.
A yard in the wrong direction. Makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Loss of a yard on the
Looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
It really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
3rd and 9 here. To the air goes Daniels. He's going to get that to his right back out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23
yards. 1st down, Washington.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Throwing now is Daniels. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they were setting up the screen, CD, a lot of free runners, and they got there late, and the penalty ensued.
Yeah, somehow it didn't get into their brains that it was a screen, right? Instead of pulling off and chasing the ball downfield, they kept going towards the quarterback and knocked him down way late. That draws the penalty flag each and every time.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Intended for Zach
He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. That'll bring up second down.
On the coverage.
Daniels looking to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there.
Matt Gay
both by the quarterback trusting
after.
it and by him going up and getting it.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Matt Gay to kick
So
off
with the
for
missed PAT
Washington.
in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Gets past one man. And he'll return
The
this one
Cowboys
all
take
the
over
way on
first
the
down
other side of the field.
at the 48-yard
Second drive
line.
forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Here's Prescott. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab.
Prescott's pass.
And he'll go
Complete
down
to
inside the
C.D.
45
Lamb.
before going out of
Out of
bounds.
bounds at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a 2nd and 6. Up the middle is Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Williams, the ball
3
carrier.
yards is half of what
He's
they
brought
needed.
down
Now
at
can
the
they get the other
42-yard
3
line.
here on 3rd down?
That's a gain of 3.
Some of the most
Brings
unselfish
up
players on
3rd
any
and
football
3.
team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Incomplete.
No surprise at
Results
all. They're
in a
looking for the
4th
big man
down.
early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance.
59-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has
This
the
kick
carry. It
is
does
no
not.
good.
It's no good. And the deficit will stay at 2 field goals.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
And the Washington offense going back to work. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will.
Daniels on
And
the
this
scramble.
turns into a nice gain with a
A
slide
gain
at
of
the
11
end.
on the play.
Nothing open
And the
downfield and
Washington
keeps it
first
himself
down.
for 11 and a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Deebo Samuel.
Receiver size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go to the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Here's 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The tackle by
pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And the Cowboys pressure gets there. It's time for the sack.
Jaden Daniels.
Jadeveon Clowney. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Taken down by Quan Martin.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Prescott to throw it. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with a little gain.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
He was brought down
by
lose
a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard.
Well, as a
Brings
wideout,
up
when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Off the play fake, Prescott. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard
gain of
line.
12 yards.
First catch for him.
That's
It's good for a dozen and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Oh, that's just not fair.
Williams.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
65 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Jartavius Martin. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. It's a keeper with Prescott. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Prescott to throw this time. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the football.
So he stopped for no gain. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Give him the completion.
No
gain. But let's focus in on that tackle.
Line.
Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. Here's Prescott. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete.
Intended for CD.
He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
How
goal.
about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. Prescott. That is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
That's a tough one there defensively because look at the stops they got on 1st and 2nd down and it's 1st and 2nd and goal. And then on 3rd down, they cover the receivers, but they leave an alley open for him to find, and he does. That is frustrating. You do almost everything right, and he still ends up in the end zone.
The
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter.
Commanders 6.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Commanders
back onto the field now, the Commanders'
10
offense.
At their own 24-yard
Defense
line.
got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Deron Bland
brought down on the play by Deron Bland.
A gain of a yard.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
He will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
A gain of 16
it's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
First down.
That's multiple times now he's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
Slot man moves right. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Taken down
Not
at
a huge
the
carry there on
43-yard
first
line.
down, but not all of them
It's a
will be.
pickup
But
of
still,
3.
all in all,
Brings
a
up
positive
second
play for the
and 7.
offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 43, here's second down and 7. They go play action. Daniels. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
It's a gain of 35.
It's a gain of 35.
First down, Commanders.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lane.
Daniels pass.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11
He's
or the
out of
12.
bounds at the 12-yard line.
So the completion results there in 9 yards.
Second and 1.
And it'll bring up a second and short. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Right back to him on first down. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. Now a fake on a jet sweep. And they'll instead run up the middle. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders are once again back in front. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Commanders 13.
So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. after the touchdown. It's Gay to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Cowboys take over.
The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams head out for this next drive. And he has made his presence felt in the ground game already in this first quarter. They might very well lean on him the rest of the way. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. No matter what the defense throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
First and 10
they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. They run it again with Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He was taken down by Bobby
Making
Wagner.
the stop that time, Bobby
1 yard
Wagner.
gain. Brings up second
went right
and
back
9.
to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
line.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they're looking at a second down and 9 to go. This is Lamb on the end around. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now third and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing, Prescott. Forced out to his left. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Well, let's check on the call. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Brian Anger,
Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on fourth down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Looking to put a drive together. Play action, now it's Daniels. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. To throw is Daniels. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
Daniels pass.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. He'll be gaining just a yard.
It's a gain
and
of
that'll
a
bring
yard.
up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Third down.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Washington.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he will slide down, but a penalty marker down. And this may be off or not. Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
But you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings. But at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
His throw incomplete.
Pass. Intended for Jalen Lane.
Since that last completion his way, he earned a little more attention on that route. And that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
2nd and 20. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick throw there is incomplete.
Partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. And he's going to get this one across the 3-yard line. 102 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Cowboys, first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down by Williams, after a pickup of only a yard.
He was taken down by Quan
Sometimes
Martin.
you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes
brings up
you
second
cover some
and
ground
9
to go make the play as
at
we
the
just saw there.
34-yard
We saw a
line.
great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now Prescott. Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
C.D. Lamb.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
I'm darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for George Pickens.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but
It's
also
now
not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Formation for
On
the
4th
Cowboys.
down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away.
Washington
The
takes
Washington
over
offense
first and
set to
10
take over again.
at their own
The
20-yard
crowd
line.
maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Off the play fake, Daniels. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
Daniels
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Samuel.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down, Washington.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now Daniels. This to McLaurin out on the left side.
Daniels pass.
He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
McLaurin.
The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
And the Washington first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Here's Daniels. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
McLaurin. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the Cowboys' 24-yard line.
Now second and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. They'll get him to the ground at the 20, following a pickup of 4.
The tackle by Kenneth Murray.
But if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Well, they're going to bring in some extra bulk here for third and a yard. Daniel's going to try to sneak. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on third and a yard.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Daniels pass.
No gain in the second down.
Merritt.
He caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Complete to Ja'Cory
A gain of 8 there on the play.
A gain of
and now
8
1
yards.
yard to go on
And
third
it's
down.
Third down.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he will be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
Fourth down.
Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
A 26-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. Good. And now it's a two-score game at 9, 16-7.
16.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first-half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The
Cowboys offense and their running back getting set for this next possession.
Line.
And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now Prescott. Screen play set up for Williams. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Complete.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game. But I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them. Maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
To throw is Prescott. Opted to run for it. The decision of Goodwin picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37.
16 yards.
A new set of downs
That's
after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They give it to Williams, running right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever.
Right at
2nd and 10.
No gain on
He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
2nd and 10. Prescott down. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Flushed out right. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Williams will take this into the end zone for a touchdown. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line, allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The kicker on for the point after.
And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score.
Makes the score. Commanders 16.
8 plays.
Cowboys 14.
And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown.
Brendan
So after
Aubrey
the
to kick
touchdown,
off for
Aubrey
the
now to
Cowboys.
kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Commanders take over.
The Commanders
first
offense and Terry McLaurin headed back onto the field. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play as borne out by the numbers. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too
quarterback runs it
It's
on
a
the
balancing
option.
act, isn't it? Because you're exactly
tackle
right.
by
They're none
Kenneth
too
Murray.
pleased that they didn't punch it in
No
for
gain
6
on the
points.
play.
But they also have to
Second
remember they
and
did put
10.
points on the board.
At the
3
22-yard
And in
line.
this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing now is Daniels. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
This offense so far on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. To the air goes Daniels. And he will go down. The Cowboys sack. Solomon Thomas. And that'll drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. This is taken at the 15. Yeah, that's a pretty good one for the old average. 68 yards on the punt there.
The Cowboys take over.
And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
23-yard line.
The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. And, Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive. It's a quick 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what?
First and 10
Guy
at
catching
the
the ball, get all the
34-yard
credit.
line.
But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 123 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
As caught downfield by Pickens. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
It's a gain of 30.
Give him 30
That's
yards
another
there.
Cowboys.
I don't care what level of football you played.
First and 10 at the 20-yard
When we
line.
were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. Well, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
12 more yards.
There
are strong running
That's
plays, and then there are plays where you simply
Cowboys
outclass the defense, and we saw the
down.
latter there.
First
They
and
ran straight up
goal
the
at
heart
the
of that
8-yard
front for an
line.
excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Prescott's pass.
Nice gain of 8 that
Brought down
time, but it's
just shy
second
of
and
the
goal.
line. A gain of 8 brings up second and goal.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Prescott to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Touchdown. Jalen Tolbert there to make the grab. And the Cowboys have moved out in front. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy
The kicker
made a
on
nice
for the
catch.
extra point.
Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
The kick is no good.
So this remains a 4-point game.
Brandon Aubrey to kick
Now he's
off
back
for
out
the
there to
Cowboys.
boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Well, now how about this return? And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Washington offense back out there. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
Frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
It's second down.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game. And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Daniels looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Jalen Lane.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's Tressway
in
now.
punt formation for the
As the
Commanders.
drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 29-yard line.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Here's Prescott. Finding Williams once more, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain
That was
of
a pretty
9
favorable
yards.
situation there. What would
That's
you call
good
that?
for a
Second and manageable.
Cowboys
Smart
first
play,
down.
too. Didn't force it downfield when
First
he didn't
and
have it.
10 at the
Just checked it
38-yard
down,
line.
let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hanson. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here. They have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own
Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They start the second half here with Williams. And for one, a few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere.
Frankie Luvu on the stop.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up second
They've
and
called his
10.
number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time to make sure you get in shape.
Complete to
So the
George
completion
Pickens.
good for just 3.
That's a gain of 3.
3rd and 7 now.
It's 3rd and 7.
Back to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Javon Kinlaw
It's
drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
That'd be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim.
Brian Anger in punt
now.
formation for the
As
Cowboys.
he's on to punt for Dallas.
Washington takes
First
over
possession of the
10
second half now
at
for
their own
Washington.
20-yard line.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They go play action here on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Complete to Ja'Cory.
And just in general,
Barrett.
Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back, essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On the scramble.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of
Kenneth
scrimmage.
Murray.
That's it.
A gain of
All
a
that
yard.
gets him is just a
Brings up
yard,
third
and now
and
it's
inches.
third down. Daniel's going to try to sneak, and he's going to have a Commanders first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Intended for Deebo
A lot of times it's
Samuel.
that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in
It's
pre-snap.
second
He
down
locked
and
in on his
10.
target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And his throw here's incomplete.
Pass.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Daniels. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brings up
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Tressway
in
now.
punt formation for
He's
Washington.
been terrific so far.
The Cowboys take over
So out
first
come the
and 10.
Cowboys now as their
At their
offense
own
gets
20-yard
set to
line.
take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On play action, Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw, Prescott. Open man, right side, it's lane. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of
3 yards. And the
Give him 3
Cowboys
yards and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10
Oftentimes we
at
think
the
of those tough
30-yard
yards as
line.
grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2.
It was Deron Payne who got in there to make the play.
At the 28-yard line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Prescott. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete.
For George Pickens.
He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Makes it 3rd down and
those two
12
just haven't been in
yards to
sync
go.
thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. Working in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And we're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43. He got 29 yards that time.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board. Those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
At the 37-yard line.
139 yards rushing for him now at this point.
2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Play action now. Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
First
They should
and
put
10
the coverage
at the
guys in
20-yard
stress
line.
on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Taken down
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Pickup. Brings
That's a strong
up 2nd
pickup
and
right there on
3.
1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's 2nd and 3. Now Prescott. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Pass.
I see the
Intended
surprise
for
in your face there,
Javonte
partner.
Williams.
That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire
Brings
game.
up
He
3rd
has
down
percentage
and
completion-wise
3 yards
way
to
up.
go.
Not that time. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Prescott.